Coca Cola Miniature box. I do have a few other random pieces of miniatures that I've not mentioned in previous videos. I'm going to do that in this video as well because this is just one item. They did release 3 types. There were 2 other ones that include a can and something next to it. But I was like, I prefer the bottle one because it's cooler than a can. Well, I just think it is. So, yeah. Does it actually tell you the other ones? No, it doesn't tell you. So who made this? Taiku Coca Cola Hong Kong. That just says where the shop is, and it has information, phone number and stuff, so you can call them up if you want to. These were being sold in 7-Eleven. If you spend enough money buying Coca Cola products, specifically Coca Cola, you can't buy a Fanta or a 7-Up. You have to buy a Coca Cola and add some money, you get one of these. But I was quite lucky because the shop was doing it on the first day and they weren't too sure, so I only bought 1 bottle of Coke and bought one of these. But you were supposed to buy like 2 or 3 bottles of Coke before you can get one of these. So, so open it up. They're being way overprotective because there's expanded polystyrene in here, and then it's also bubble wrapped for something this. Let's be honest, it's worthless. It's tat. But they've protected it really well. And what we get... Oh god, there's a lot of dust from it as well. Ugh, it's annoying. So what we get from inside it is a pretty decent looking Coca-Cola. It would be better if it was Nuka-Cola. But yeah, the bottle's pretty good. This is definitely not... This is 1/6 scale, I believe. It's on the quite a heavy base here. I say it's completely plastic, but this base is, well, I guess it's still plastic. So you have some really bad looking fish balls that aren't even painted all the way around. See, there's a bit of white down there. And some shumai there, which is not painted too well either. I guess it looks like cheap shumai, maybe. The bottle of Coke, however, is the highlight, and that's printed really well. Except here's a little bit bump there, that's not good. So I'm curious how they molded this. I guess they molded a brownish plastic and then they molded transparent plastic on top of that. Yeah, let's paint it okay, and the logo is, I think it's just a sticker. No, it's printed on. That's pretty good too. And there's a bit of glue at the bottom there, so if you do wedge it off, you can if you want to. So it's not permanently really attached to this base if you really want to take it apart. So the other few things I mentioned here is so I purchased a 1/12 scale set of tables and chairs. They're not particularly any brand or anything. I'm not sure they have a brand, but that's what they are. So they're not model kits or anything. They're pre-assembled. There's not really any packaging. It's just in a little plastic tray with some staples. But they work. They function as actual table and chair. So like a real one. Look, see. Whoop. And it's got like wooden pattern print on top of the bottom. So there you go, you have a table that's stood up. It's pretty secure. There's any metal bits? Yeah, I guess the... No, not even the hinges are metal. It's all plastic, so do be careful with this. It would be quite easy to break. Quality's not the best. There's definitely lots of dirt and dust on this. Not from my room, but in general. And it's not painted or looks too smooth. We got these chairs, so how do I open these chairs? Huh? How do I? Oh, right. So you open the chairs like this. You see the hinge, the way the hinge is going. Oh, and it stays up. So yep, mind the hinges, stay up. So this is what you would typically see in Hong Kong, especially in the sort of cheaper or smaller, not really, can't even call them restaurants, but they're places you buy food, so I guess they are restaurants. Little eateries, so you get that, so you have this, I guess you could call this like a 2-liter bottle, maybe? Yeah, that could work, 2-liter bottle. So you got like a dish of stuff like that, and then there you buy some food, so the food comes along, and etc, etc. Yeah, you can have something like that, and before you think the table's too crowded, yeah, I've had something like that far too often in Hong Kong where where the tables are too small for the amount of food that people are having. So yeah, that's definitely happened in Hong Kong way too many times, and yeah, I ripped the bottle off the base. Sue me. So let's put Cougar there. Yeah, the table's a little bit too tall, I think, but it fits for the most part. And the table's just a bit too tall. And that definitely looks like a 2-liter bottle of cola. So that's pretty cool. This video I have a tiny set of Chinese chess or Chinese checkers, however you want to call it. Again, I think this is more of a 1/6 scale than 1/12, but it fits. It still works for 1/12 characters. So it's a nice little box, and it is a full game of Chinese chess. Ooh. So nice little green box, kryptonite box, I guess. All of these are stuck together originally. So I have already snapped them just a little bit. So I've got all the pieces there in green and red. So you just need to snap them and break them up, and you have a piece of paper here, which is the game board. That, like I said, you can play an actual game of Chinese chess on this if you want to, so you can set it up and all that. Obviously it's a bit flimsy because of how small it is, so, and it is paper, so you have to be careful with this. I wish it was a plastic sheet, which they tend to be. The cheap, small standard type of Chinese chess, they have a plastic sheet, which is very nice and easy to flatten, which is probably why they use it, and cheap to make. Almost feels like plastic bag plastic, but a little bit thicker. So yeah, 1/12, 1/6. 1/12 characters can use these, but they'll be like novelty size ones. So that's something. So yeah, there you go. Just a quick look at some random bits and bobs at miniature scale. So if you like what you see here, you cannot get the Coca-Cola ones anymore. Maybe on like Chinese auction sites or something. But they were sold in 7-Eleven when they first came out. And you got the little Chinese chess thing, which is super cheap, and the table set, which was also super cheap. I think it's like 30 Hong Kong dollars for that. So yeah, there you go. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below. And of course, take care and have a nice day. Bye bye.